Hi, I'm Philip Harchon, the owner and director of Virtual Orthotics, a orthotic manufacturing laboratory based in Sydney, Australia. Virtual Orthotics is a CADCAM orthotic laboratory that's been running since 1999. Today what we're going to talk about is the differences between a CADCAM orthotic lab and a traditional plaster-based lab. Plaster-based orthotic labs have been around for a number of decades now. There are a few manufacturing issues and a few inaccuracies with traditional plaster-based manufacture, and that's why CADCAM manufacture of orthotics has become so popular in recent years. Traditionally, podiatrists would take a negative cast of the patient's foot for manufacturing of foot orthoses. The negative cast would be then sent to the orthotic laboratory, and from that negative cast, the laboratory would make a positive model. Traditionally, what would happen from this cast, a piece of polypropylene or plastic would get vacuum pressed across the top of the cast, so you'd actually have the contour of the orthotic based on this shape here. From this shape, you then, the laboratory would go away and grind the orthotic and send the orthotic back to the podiatrist for fitting to the patient. What we've got here is an orthotic that's been made via the CAD-CAM process. And you can see on the bottom surface here, you've actually got 3 different levels of thickness. So this might be useful in a situation where you might need increased plantar flexion of the first rate. So what we've got here is a 3mm thickness going down to 2mm and a 1mm graduation as well. So you can actually see that this is a little bit more flexible than what a traditional 3 or 4mm polypropylene might be using the traditional methods of manufacture. The main advantage of CAD-CAM based manufacture is accuracy and speed. Accuracy is very important obviously to your patient because you get back exactly what you prescribe. It allows the patient to have a better fitting device because it's more accurately constructed and more accurate based on the podiatrist's prescription. Aside from just the manufacturing process at the laboratory end, 3D scanners have been used a lot in the last 4 or 5 years. Instead of taking the negative plaster model of the patient's foot, you actually can take a 3-dimensional scan and email that through to the laboratory. The saving in time with 3-dimensional scanners happens twofold. If you were going to take a plaster cast of your patient's foot, usually this would take about 20 minutes. With a 3-dimensional scanner, this takes half a second just to take one scan of one foot, position the other foot, another half a second, so within sort of 10 to 15 seconds, you have your models that are then ready to email to the lab, and you just send it through and away you go. Virtual Orthotics, we'll see you next time at Footspot TV.